Hi. So I was supposed to do this a couple of days ago, and it's about the Hot 1-inch action button event. I don't know if any of you got to go because there's only so many events in every city, so yeah. I swear it sounds so boring in some of my videos, but I think it's just the quality that people don't watch it. So I have like 10 buttons here. Sorry. I have to like find them all. This girl was the first girl that I talked to. She made hers in Prismacolor. It's like an anime manga fairy tale kind of love story thing in front of mushrooms. Her style's a little bit different from mine whenever I draw my comics anyways. Mine's usually more elegant and edgy, where I like Iwata's very elegant style, and Rumiko Takahashi's very much more edgy. Rumiko Takahashi made Inuyasha. I don't know how you guys pronounce it, but that's how I pronounced it. And then Iwata made series, Fushigi Yugi series. She's got several. Alice 19th, Absolute Boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. Those are her newer works. And then this guy, I waited for like most of the night. My sister's getting this button. He calls it gorilla. I'm not entirely sure where the primate part is because it looks like a guy in a cocoon with a monocle and a top hat. Yeah. He made it on Illustrator. That's why his looks so sharp. Hers, the previous artist, she just took a photo. It was a 3-year-old drawing. It apparently had some water damage, and at least you can see the artwork, which is really what is important. So yeah, a guy made this too, and it's a blue cat acrylic on canvas. It's an Asian guy. I'm not really sure what his name is, but I'm sure if I went on Hot 1-inch action, I'd recognize his name somewhere because I was trying to listen that night. Oh, that's so funny too. I was trying to guess all the mediums because as an artist, you kind of want to like to know that your senses are smart or you're right about work and pieces. I was pretty good that night. So yeah, this is photography. A woman took this picture. It's of a peach, and it was actually pretty large. I am actually surprised these guys were able to shrink it to this size if it was actually a lot bigger, because it's really, really, really hard to shrink things down to really tiny size and not get it all pixelated. I'll just show mine. Obviously she used a camera. I don't know what camera. I could have asked, but I would not know the specs on it or remember, because there were a lot. There were 50 artists and their artwork posted. So, and I only got like 10 buttons because I had to leave. So yeah, I would not have everything. This is mine. I made this on Paint Tool Sai in Photoshop. I'm still getting used to Paint Tool Sai, but it has a vector system. So I was able to get into the linear portion and clean it up a lot better than I would with Photoshop, because Photoshop is more pixelated. So it's just a little bit harder. Vectors you can kind of stretch and shrink as much as you want. It's like Illustrator, you know. I did the color work and the effects on either or both. I did the text work more in Photoshop and stuff, and the later effects, whereas on Paint Tool Sai I did more of the coloring and the line work. This girl made hers with acrylic. It's also on canvas, and it's this, I wish you could see the details. There's like swirls and stuff in the clouds, and a face within this black cloud and stuff, and that's also on canvas, obviously. Not really sure if it was mixed media where she added marker, but she didn't say it was, so I think This girl said it was Prismacolor as well. But I feel like she used some pen in it. I didn't get to really ask. I had a little awkward moment where I gave her a random hug, and I was like, this is a stranger and I'm giving her a hug. My bad. But she was really cool about it. So, yeah, kudos on random hugs. That idea with the mouth catching the fly thing, it's like very representative of like human versus toad animal kind of styles and whatnot. You could go really deep with that kind of thinking. So I'm not gonna go into that because that's a whole big explanation. I don't want this to be another 9-minute video. This guy, Eric Brooks, is apparently well to know in Reno because he does a lot of the art shows and stuff and could get you into shows, and he's apparently a good guy. So yeah, his artwork is obviously more, I would say, abstract, wood, reminiscent of wood and real photography and stuff. This guy made his, I think it was paint and ink. It's a self-portrait. You can see the eye and the nose, sort of. The details are a little hard to see because I have a bad camera. And it was a lot larger picture, so he was only able to capture one part. This woman, sorry, I feel like I'm holding it wrong. I don't know which way it went really. It's been a day already. Maybe 2 days. It happened on the 23rd, so yeah. Watercolor and black ink, and I don't know if she used the white ink as well, but or white paint. It would be more feasible to use white acrylic paint over this stuff. So after it dries, it's just a lot easier. But pretty. This girl made hers out of pen, and it's linear. Very cute bows on a little push button, or pin button. So cute. That was the first show I've ever had in Reno. It's been a long time since I've had a show. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 left from trading all my buttons and stuff, mostly. My mom and my sister have one, and I'm planning on sending some to family and close personal people's friends, whatnot. Yeah. Hope you liked looking at the buttons. I would go on Hot 1-inch Action, see if they have any photos up. I haven't even looked if they have any photos up, so yeah. There you go. There you go. Thanks guys for viewing.